afternoon, and once again welcome to my YouTube channel, Maths with Ease. And in this video I want us to explain example 8 in graphs 8, and we are still looking at transformation. And this video we will now change from addition into multiplication. And in all this, we are told that the three graphs below show y is equals to fx and y is equals to negative fx. Note the presence of negative fx plotted on the same axis. In each case, the transformation is a reflection in the x-axis. The transformation is a reflection in the x-axis. Now, I want us to, that notwithstanding, when anytime we have y is equals to fx, y is equals to fx, transformed to y is equals to negative fx, we are told that this one is a reflection along in the x-axis. Reflection in the x-axis means what? It means this is the mirror. So whatever is on the mirror remains on the mirror. If this was 1, the way we can see it's 1, 1 reflected along the x-axis becomes negative 1. And in the same case, this being the mirror, 2, which is reflected along the mirror, because this is the fx, it becomes negative 2, and this point is reflected here. This point is reflected here. This point is reflected here. This point remains itself. This point, which is towards the negativity of y, is reflected towards the positivity of y along the mirror line. And that is exactly how all these diagrams can be explained. But I want us to employ our Mayo so that we can see what is it that we need to say as far as reflection along the x-axis. Let me introduce my Mayo here. And as you can see, let me just put Mayo. This is A-M-A-I-O. The Mayo table, the magic table. The magic table, I love this. This is negative A, 1 over A. And Timothy should verify himself. And I've always explained what is M multiplication, what is A addition, what is I, this is inside, O is outside, T is translation, S is stretch, V is vertical, and H is horizontal. Now, as you can see, this graph has been transformed to this graph. It is multiplication by negative 1, and it is not within the x, it is outside. So the whole function is multiplied by negative 1. So let us see. Multiplication outside, so if we can highlight multiplication outside, we can already see multiplication outside is a vertical stretch. Multiplication outside is a vertical stretch of scale factor A. And what is our A? Our A is negative 1, as you can see here. The whole function is multiplied by negative 1. It means, therefore, this is vertical stretch of scale factor negative 1. What does this mean? Anything to do with vertical affects the y coordinates. That means what? All y values or coordinates, all y values stroke coordinates are multiplied. They are multiplied by negative 1. And let us now go to the diagram themselves. And we can use now the diagram or the graph in the middle, because this will apply in all of them. You can see along the y is equals to f of x, that is the graph. Along the y is equals to f of x, that is the graph. When x is 0, y was 2. When y was 2, that 2 is multiplied by -1, it becomes -2. We don't know what the value of y here, but around 0.8. As you can see here, this is 0.8. 0.8 multiplied by -1 becomes minus 0.8. This could be 3.1. 3.1 times -1 becomes minus 3.1. And I want us to look at this. Y here was 0, and it is still 0. In the original graph, y was 0. 0 times -1 remained 0, and that is why we can see this point is a reflection of itself. So you can say if this was the original graph, so we can see that the one I'm now drawing in red is the graph that is as a result of reflection along the x-axis. This is now as a result of reflection along the x-axis. And we have heard that this is as a result of multiplication outside, which is vertical stretch of scale factor -1, meaning that all y values multiply by -1. That is just our explanation, and with the support of Mayo, we can never go wrong. Let us meet in the next video.